Hi Jenny, how are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. Thank you for inviting me in for this interview.
Well, it's not, you've obviously done the formal interview. This is just a friendly sort of chat, just to find out a little bit about you. So, how are you finding it so far?
It's been a whirlwind few weeks, a massive whirlwind. But what I must say is, from the first interaction I've had with the club, when Neil rang me um, for the initial phone call to say that the club were interested in speaking to me, I've been made to feel extremely welcome to the club. There's a definite warm feeling around the club, um, and there's a lot of excitement with the new season building. The men have just started their season. The women are due to start this Sunday. So it's been a whirlwind few weeks, trying to get the deal sorted and arranged. A lot of work being done in the background, lots of phone calls, lots of meetings. But I'm excited now that I'm in, and we've got a great plan to build for this season and beyond. And I'm looking forward to getting started.
For people who don't know much about you, could you just tell us a little bit about your background and sort of your career so far?
So I've been in coaching for over 20 years now, and that's ranged from starting off my career working in grassroots, and then I went on to work for the FA for 10 years, where I worked with some of the best coaches in the country, and was really fortunate to come across a few mentors in there that took me under the wing and really helped me with my early coaching career. And then during that, I did dual roles where I worked at Blackburn Rovers, Manchester United for a considerable amount of time, and then going on to work at Liverpool, and also had a little bit of experience working with some of the England regional camps, and then worked as well over at Fylde for a few months with some of the coaches and the managers over there, which was great. And then that's led me to today being in FC United, which I'm really looking forward to getting started.
The women's team obviously has had a great deal of success over the last decade, rising through leagues. What did you know about them?
So I'm fully aware of the history of the club. I'm fully aware of the women's team coming up through the leagues, and most recently winning the double last year and moving up into tier 3. And it was something that when I did get the call from the club that they were interested, I did a little bit more background checks on the club and looked at the history, and it's really exciting. It's a young club with big ambition, and I'm really looking forward to getting started.
Obviously, you've been in and around the club for a few days now. You've been officially announced on Wednesday. Um, how's recruitment going?
Well, this summer's been really tricky for the club with the problems that have arisen, and had a number of players leaving the club. So that's been my number one focus, has been recruitment, and my phone's been non-stop since coming into the club to try and make sure that we recruit right. And I've been really pleased with the response that we've had. We've been able to retain some fantastic players that were here previously, and I'm really pleased that they've decided to stay. We've had some fantastic conversations with some clubs around loaning players with experience at higher level, and that's quite exciting. We've also been able to recruit players from the local area, in particular working with some of the local universities. We've even had players from Australia contacting us to come in, which has been really exciting. So I've been really pleased with the quality of play that we've been able to bring in to training. We've been able to play a couple of pre-season games, which I've been able to get eyes on. And it's quite exciting in such a short space of time. The club does have a massive pull on players. Um, and now hopefully with myself signing on the dotted line, we can get the final few players confirmed ahead of the season. But we've been able to work some magic in a very small space of time, and I'm very, very confident going in to the start of the season with the squad that we've got.
Okay, well, that confidence, obviously promotion. We've been in this league before. It's a tough old league with some big sides in there. What are your ambitions for this season?
I think first and foremost, we have to be honest with the situation that we're in, that it is a rebuild. I am very confident with the squad that we've taken into this league and that we'll be able to compete. So I'd be looking to make sure that we stay steering away from relegation, and we're looking to establish ourselves in this league. And then over the next few seasons, looking to build season on season.
Okay, fantastic. And anything specifically that you're looking to develop this season?
I think a range of experience is what's important. So we'll be looking at one, our experience that we get in the league, that will be the long experience of the season, looking at developing our playing style and our philosophy and really knuckling down on that. And then looking at the different cups that we're in, that will give us different experiences playing in the FA Cup, the League Cup, the local cups, to give experience maybe to younger players, giving experience to playing against teams from higher leagues, and that then will help to grow the team and grow as we rebuild going into the next few seasons. So definitely looking at different experiences and making the most of it to help and enhance our playing style and how we build as a club.
So core 20 team is a team spirit. How have you found that since you've been here?
I've been really pleased with the players that we've retained because they brought a positive vibe to the club and really made me feel at home since I've come in. And what's important is that we add to that with good people. So I'm being very selective in who we're bringing in, that they complement what's already existing here. And we're looking to build the new team. Now that's going to take a little bit of time. And we have got things in place coming up that will help build the team spirit and the team togetherness. But I'm really pleased with what's already existing here. And on the pitch, we've been really clear in how we want to play. We've had a few presentations now around our playing style and being able to bring that to life on the pitch. Players seem to be buying into that. We've been able to try that in some of the pre-season games. They've been working really hard, and even some of the fitness which players hate, they've shown really good attitude to everything that I've asked them to do. So far they've done everything I've asked, and I'm really pleased. So I'm excited to see where we can go together as a team, how we gel, how we build, and I'm looking forward to the start of the season.
Another part of your role is the community side. With that, do you have any specific priorities that you're looking for?
So the club has a fantastic fan base, but what's really important to us now is how we connect with the local community. So we're going to be looking to connect with the local primary schools, secondary schools, local community groups, local evening groups, and look for different ways that we can encourage them to come into the club, how we can support them, not just on game day and getting people into the ground to watch the men's and the women's team, but also how we support them away from here with working with the local police, the fire brigade, the local council. So we've got a lot of community stuff that's already ongoing, but we're going to look to grow it even further to try and engage with the local community so it has a real community feel, and make this the heart of the community.
Obviously, FC United is rooted in North Manchester, particularly in Moston. What do you think the opportunity is to attract more people to the club from the local area?
First and foremost, we have some fantastic facilities at FC United with a fantastic stadium and then the training pitch next door to us. And I've already seen it myself, the amount of children that are playing on the 3G pitch, whether that be before we're training, even after training when it's dark. I've seen the lights go off and the kids are still playing on there. So there's a thriving community in Moston and in North Manchester. So it's really important that we find ways to engage with them. We need to try and get these children enthused through football, and see if we can get them into games, see if we can get them connected with the club, and just see if we can keep them out of trouble and on the straight and narrow, and thinking about having a bright future through engaging with the club and in local communities as well.
How do you think we can get more local girls playing football?
There's many different opportunities now for females to play. So we will be looking into different programs such as Wildcats program. We'll be looking to have junior girls teams as part of the academy and a development squad, because what we want to do here is grow the club, and we want to grow it with the community at the heart of it. So really important that we speak with the local schools and see what work that they're all doing, how they engage with the girls, how they support girls, working with our women's first team and seeing if we can help have some role models, meeting some of the females that make them sure actually I can see a female at the club and I can see them at match day. Maybe that could be me one day that comes and represents FC United, and a local girl that lives 5-10 minutes away from here could be representing the club on the pitch on game day, and that's something that's really important to the club. We do have a huge reach with this club right across the world, but we still need to stay really local and stay connected with the girls. So there's many different opportunities that we're going to look to enhance through the club, and hopefully one day we'll have many local girls representing the club and wearing the club badge.
Yeah, I mean, the World Cup obviously is a huge advert for women's football. That will absolutely sort of like build attention on women's football, and it's things like that that you just can jump on the back on, can't you?
Well, the Women's World Cup is extremely exciting, especially with England getting into the final. One of the biggest things that the England team showing this year is resilience. Everything that they've had thrown at them with injuries, with red cards, players not being available, they've been able to find a way through of winning. And I think that's really important for people of North Manchester to resonate with. Is like, we will always have things thrown at us in life, but we've got to be resilient and we've got to find a way through. So working with the local community and looking at the women from the World Cup, whether that be in England or the other countries that were represented at the World Cup this year, they're there representing women of all different nationalities, all different backgrounds, all different situations get into that World Cup. That should enthuse local females from the local area to go, well, I could do that too. I could go and play football. And whether that be for FC United or one of the other local football teams, football is for everybody, and we want everybody to feel welcome at FC United. So we'll certainly be doing some work off the back of the success of the World Cup, and hopefully we can bring that success to FC United as well. Sunday is a fantastic opportunity for women's football. Having the World Cup final on, and then we're going to be in the stadium playing Doncaster Wells straight afterwards, is an opportunity for everybody to come down and be a part of. So we're going to be opening up the stadium nice and early. Then the game will kick off at 11 o'clock, and we'll have that on the TVs. We'll have some food, some coffee, teas. The doors will be open for everybody and anybody to come in and watch, whether you support women's football or whether it's the very first time that you're going to come and watch a women's football game. We invite everybody to come down and join us at the stadium. Then following that, we'll be playing Doncaster Bells on the pitch, which will be a great showpiece. It's our first league game. We're really excited about it because it's the first game that the full team will be all together and be able to take that massive step forward on our journey this season. And we invite anybody to come down and watch the England game and then stay and watch us in the stadium. So it'll be a great occasion. The players will be down. We'll be watching the England game too. So come and get to know the players, come and get to know the staff. It's one club here at FC United, and it's going to be a fantastic occasion. So we welcome everybody to come along.
And if you get a taste for it, we do season tickets this year. First time we've done women's season tickets. So great opportunity to come down, buy a season ticket and get a season of great football on Sunday with FC United.
Yeah, the fans here are extremely important to the club. And I've had a taste of that before in a previous club by coming down and playing FC United in a pre-season friendly, and I was pleasantly surprised with, even just at a pre-season friendly, the number of fans that were in the stadium behind us and cheering for FC United. It was a little bit daunting because they had a really good presence, and I know that grew last year because they won the double, and we would like to build on that by inviting people to purchase a season ticket, because we're going to go on a journey this season. And I'm really confident we're putting together a really exciting, young, enthusiastic team that are going to bring lots of energy. We're going to play some really exciting football. We've got a real clear philosophy in how we want to play. So if you do get a taste for it off the back of the World Cup, or if you're a women's fan looking for a new women's team to come and support, come down to FC United, come and have a look at what we're all about. And if you really like it, purchase a season ticket. It's the best way, the most financial way of supporting the club by getting a season ticket. You can follow us at home, you can even follow us away. There's a lot of local games that you can come to, or even follow us out to, for example, the North East, to some of the big games that will be out there. You're more than welcome. It's a one team club. We're all in it together, and we welcome you to come and join us for an exciting season.